Well, up first, we are talking about the Miracle Kids of South Texas and an upcoming golf tournament. And we are joined by Ignacio Almaguer, who is the executive director. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you very much for allowing us to come here today.
Thank you. So before we get into that exciting golf tournament that I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to hear the details on, let's talk about Miracle Kids of South Texas and kind of what you all do.
Sure. Miracle Kids of South Texas was established back in 2002. What we do is we have fun events throughout the valley for children with special needs. What we do is, one of the things that we want to make sure that people understand is that our events are free of charge. They're for anybody who is here in the valley, but mostly for our children who are diagnosed with a disability throughout the Rio Grande Valley.
Wow. And so how long have you been a part of the organization?
Well, I started off as a board member, and then they needed an executive director. And at that time, I wasn't working, and they said, you know what, you can take it. So they kind of, they told me to do it, and I'm here, and I'm never going to leave. But
Wow, that's fantastic. So over the years that you have been a part of the organization, tell me a little bit of kind of some of the different things that you have hosted or put on, or kind of what you've seen grow from this.
One of the reason why I became involved with this event was we have an event every year in September at the PSJ School District, PSJ ISD Stadium. And what we do is that we have a football game. And so what happens is mostly the children, our Miracle Kids, cannot participate in sporting events. So what we do is that we divide children, whoever wants to participate, into 4 different groups, depending on their ability to play a game. And so what we do then at that time is that we'll have them on the field, and now their siblings and their parents are cheering for them. Where they could never participate, now they're on the field playing with other football players. And at the end of the game, we give them, well, they play throughout the game with an actual jersey. At the end of the game, we give them a medal, and we give them some food, but they feel like they're part of something, of an organization, of part of their school. And one of the things that I take pride in is that I go back and I go follow up with some of the teachers in the special ed units, and the children are wearing our shirts, and that's amazing. That brings them joy. They remember what they were doing that day when we had that event for them.
Definitely, and I'm sure it is so special to them to kind of, talk about it with their friends and show off, their medal or their shirts, and kind of remember that special day, as you had mentioned. So tell me a little bit about the different reactions you've had from kids that have come maybe previous years. Do you have a lot of repeat people who do kind of participate every year in just all the different events that you host?
We do. Well, the children that we help are 5 to 15 years old, and the reason why we established our organization was that we saw that there was a gap. Special Olympics takes children after 15 years old, so there was nothing really out there in the valley back then in 2002. Now we have 6 or 7 different organizations, and they're all great because we do a little bit of the same thing, but with a different flavor, each one of us with a different flavor. So what we did is that we've seen kids that came in at 5 years old and had been with us for 10 years, and we graduated them to the next level. Now, one of the things that, a really beautiful story that I can talk to you about, I was running a 5K. I don't know if you can tell I'm a runner, but I was running, and I saw one of my kids running with his mom, and he's legally blind. So he was running with his mom, and he was holding onto her. And I saw him, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And started talking to the mom. How's everything going? And she goes, he still watches that video. And what he does is that the mom describes to him what happened when he was holding the ball, going through the line, scoring a touchdown. He remembers those things. And so he said, and there was a time that I was getting real busy in my agency, my insurance agency, and I was just going to let everything go. But that story, I said, you know what, I need to continue. And so that's why when I transitioned from a board member to executive director. But those beautiful stories we're giving those beautiful memories to those children.
Most definitely, and of course it just makes the job that much more worthwhile to be able to see and hear those stories, see the smiles on their faces and everything. So it is a wonderful thing, and you guys wouldn't be able to do this, of course, without different fundraising events. And so you do have this golf tournament coming up, correct?
This golf tournament, what we do is it's called a Sundowner. So we have different golf tournaments where you have to commit yourself to a whole Saturday, where you go in at 7 in the morning, you leave till like 1 in the afternoon, real tired. What we do, this one is a Sundowner, so it's going to be on Tuesday, 2 days from now, And what we're going to be doing is our event's going to start at 5 o'clock, and it should be ending around 7 o'clock. But we're going to be feeding them. Whoever participates, and it's a very affordable way of playing golf. Right now, if you go to any other golfing place, you'll be paying about $37, almost $40 just for the golfing and the rental cart. We're going to feed you. We're going to have fun. We're going to have awards. We're going to have other things that we're going to be giving out that day.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a great time. And we can see there it's $40 per player. And it's a 3-man scramble.
Yes.
Correct.
Man and woman.
And man and woman, perfect. So that's great. So if you have a couple friends that you want to take out there with you. And we also see on there that you guys do have opportunities for sponsorships.
Yes. If you go to our website, if you go to mkstx.org, we have a PayPal button where you can click on and you can donate to us if you'd like to donate to our organization. If you don't want to play, if you're not a golfer, you can go ahead and do that as well. We're going to have other fundraising events that you can also continue to follow our web page. The number that you see on the screen, though, it is for Mr. Frank Nunez.
Okay.
Frank is one of our board members. He's actually our board president, and he's going to be taking that information as far as if you want to register for the golfing tournament, and as far as the for fundraising opportunities, then you can just contact us through our website.
Fantastic. And have you had this golf tournament in years prior?
Sundowner, this is going to be our first Sundowner.
One. And you know what? It's a perfect time, too, because we all know it's super hot outside. And if you do golf frequently or you're thinking about doing it, going out in the summertime and golfing, you either have to do it really, really early in the morning or you have to kind of during the middle of the day. That's not the time you want to be out there. So you're right, that Sundowner is very unique, and I think it's really going to be a great time for a lot of people. And we have a lot of golfers here in the Valley, so I'm sure people are going to be calling you up.
I was one of them that I never played golf, and then a friend of mine took me out, and I'm hooked now. So I'm probably going to be playing out there too, but hoping not.
No, it sounds like a really fantastic time. Okay, folks, so I want you to go ahead and visit their website if you want any more information, if you want to go ahead and register or get any details, or in general, if you want to go ahead and donate to this event, you can go ahead and do that as well. And that is the number there if you want to call ahead for sponsorships. Yes. Is that correct? And then just keep up to date with what they're doing. Again, there are different fundraising events that you will be doing throughout the year, so it's a great way to stay connected. Ignacio, thank you so much for coming in today. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure this event is going to be fantastic, and I'm sure it's going to be continued in the years to come.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.